Hello.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
State of my collar. God blimey.
Kev. That's nice shirt.
Yeah. It's one of my old man's, actually. It's a golfing one from one of the top golf clubs in Wicklow, up in halfway to Dublin, like, you know. It's one of the fancy ones, you know, like.
Yeah.
Played. It's a bit big for me, but I still wear it.
And another week in the shit show that is Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
Everybody who's watching, welcome to RickyVillaTV in association with Spurswasian and Shelfside Spurs. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the show. Okay, so we'll start off with on this day in Spurs history. You okay?
That's you. Yeah, that's you. It's just come through. Okay, shut up.
What's that?
Right. Carry on.
What have I done now?
I thought that was the message you sent me. You're coming through shortly.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were calling me Shorty for a minute. Yeah. Carry on. We're live.
So, 8th March 2007.
Yeah. Is it that long ago? God, blimey.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that long ago, does it? But
no.
That was kind of, the time when I started falling back in love with Tottenham. Well, it was a couple of seasons before when.
Yeah, because we started playing in European football with a bit of a purpose, but always with Levy saying, bail out. We want to do this and we want to do that. You know, it's one of them. He wanted the money, but didn't want to go too far.
Yeah, that's funny. That's kind of the same situation we're in at the moment, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were in sunny Portugal, playing in a very picturesque stadium against SC Braga.
Yeah.
And it was 3-2 to Spurs. 0-0 at half time.
Yeah.
The squad or the team was Robinson, Wipey on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Bambi on ice, Gardner, Dawson, Chimbonda or Shimbonda, as David Pleat always used to call him. Zakora and Tanio as the defensive midfielders, Malbronk on the left, Lennon on the right, Robbie Keane and Berbatov up front. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a feeling we played in that brown kit for that game.
You could be right. I wouldn't swear to it, but you could be right.
Yeah. It was the brown and gold one, which apparently is rather rare now. I wish I'd actually bought that because I kind of like that. A lot of people said they thought it was this disgusting top, but I thought it was.
No, it's one of them ones that was, at the time it was radical. It's like, who plays in brown shirts?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a bit different. Referee was Yuri Bashkakov. Never heard of him.
No.
So, pretty quiet first half. Second half, then we went 2-0 up. Robbie Keane, 57. Steve Malbronk, 72. 2 assists from Aaron Lennon. Then Braga came back with a penalty, which was, I believe, saved, but they knocked in the rebound. Zé Carlos got a goal in the 81st minute, and we thought, it's going to be a draw. But Robbie Keane popped up to make it 3-2 with a Didier Zakora assist. Yeah. So, got another guest coming in, so let's do this thing. Welcome to the legend that is Johnny Einstein.
Hello.
I never like that intro music because it over promises, doesn't it? Like it's like here comes a big guest, and you're like, shit. Well, we're going to say that, which is going to be enlightening and entertaining, and no pressure. You kind of freak out and crumble under the pressure straight away. Hello, guys. You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, definitely been better.
Good. At least we've got someone with a bit of sense on now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone who knows what they're talking about. So.
Yeah.
No chance.
So we were just talking about on this day in Spurs history, Braga versus Spurs, 3-2. You remember that one?
I got visions of did Nasser Chadley play, or was that after the
No, Chadley wasn't. I don't think he was in the squad for
Part
that
of the
one.
old later brigade of Croatians.
He was at the Bell money, wasn't he?
Yeah, is Bale on there as well, is he? Or was that
No, he's not.
Yeah, way back with Martin Yeldays. I can see that on the screen now.
Yeah, so we had Cherney, Stalteri, Huddleston, Charlie Lee, Adel Tarapt, Hossam Ghali, and Jermaine Defoe on the bench, and obviously BMJ. So, okay, we have another new guest. Bloody hell, they're all, it's like buses, isn't it?
Get some more chairs.
No one comes along for ages, and then two of them at the same time. So. Welcome, Eugene. How are you,
guys?
The man, the myth, the legend.
How's my audio? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes,
right. All right, that's good. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good.
How are you?
How are you guys doing? Oh. It's good. This weekend is good. There's no Spurs.
Yeah, we're not going to lose today.
Yeah, it was nice. I had an afternoon nap yesterday. It was wonderful. So
very true.
Yeah. Well. Okay. What can we say about Thursday? That hasn't already been said.
You know,
I'll go first. God, that was fucking awful.
Go. Yeah.
It wasn't as if, we were 1-0 up and we were all over them, and then the sending off came and the penalty, and oh no, it all went wrong. We were terrible from the first minute, I thought. Nobody looked like they really wanted to be there. It was, pretty bloody shocking.
Everyone knows that to beat Spurs nowadays. It ain't that hard, is it, really?
Yeah.
Sit back, let them make mistakes. Let Spurs make mistakes or let them pass to us. That kind of stuff is every bloody game.
That must be the team talk, Kev, for their managers now. That the crowd will get on their back, wait for them to. They're under a lot of pressure. They'll make a mistake. Something will happen. The crowd will then get on their backs, and then the whole thing will crumble like a deck of cards, and just and they'll hand you the game.
But it's also the formation. Porro was a centre back.
I know, it's stupid.
What bloody hell was all that about?
I think what he was trying to do is get as many of his experienced pros in the team. But sometimes, I heard Alistair Gold say yesterday that sometimes you just need to play players in their right position, round holes and round pegs and round holes and square. Because when the pressure's on, you just want to go back to playing for fun. Like when you're a kid, you don't have to concentrate too much on a new position, and you might potentially making a mistake or being in a wrong position, or getting caught on your weak foot, or being dragged into an area you're not normally into. You just want to go back to autopilot, don't you? Sometimes when the pressure's on. Yeah,
it just seems mental. I mean, Paolini has played as a centre back this season, so I would have much preferred to have seen him revert to type. Even Dragusin, I know he hasn't been great, but again, it
was horrific the game before.
Yeah.
I think there's a saying in coaching: you never solve a problem by creating another one. So I think he wants Paulina in his best position because he's also identified that we need him in the midfield. So although he is good at centre back as well, we miss him too much. We're so open, aren't we, when he doesn't play in midfield? So
breaking up play.
Need him in there, don't we?
So what about Archie Gray? He can play centre back as well, can't he? So
anyway, that lad can. He's got a good football brain. That's what they always said when they bought him. He listens, he takes on information, and he can play in a variety of roles because he's just a good pro. He's been bred into him.
Got his head on his shoulders, that lad.
Yeah.
And I credit that to Ange, bros. You know why? He was playing along the back for the whole of last season, so he's well trained for that position. So, right. So as I see it, right, I don't want to say. I mean, Thursday. What can I say, right? No matter how we were packed back and all that, we got that goal, right? I thought there was a spark of hope there, But then, VDV go and do something stupid like that. I'm not sure whether he's got the players. The players are with him. To tell the truth, I don't think the players are with him anymore, or the players were with him at all, right? So this is what we're seeing now, right? Our players are broken-hearted, confused, managers changing after one and another. And what else can we say about the performances, right? We look like, I don't know, we look like 5-year-old school kids playing football in the Premier League. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, not even school kids yet, right? Five-year-old kindergarteners playing football, right? They're just chasing the ball around blindly, right? So, can't pass the ball, can't do. There's no patterns of play and all that. At this moment in time, after I've been saying, right, if he loses that 3 games, right, he has to be sacked. But somehow or another, they are sticking with him. So if they're gonna stick with him, right, they have to stick with him until the end of the season, no matter how bad it gets, right? Even if we get relegated, we have to stick with him until the end of the season. If not, we have to sack him now, right? We really have to sack him now and bring Ange back, because I think Ange will get a tune out of these guys. Because as I see it, right, no other manager is going to come in at this moment, right, to get a tune out of these boys, because they don't want to play. We see it, right? I mean, it's not all of them don't want to play, right? Archie Gray put up a good performance, right? He was all over. He created the first goal, right, from his cross. But the sad part is that, right, you can't have 3 players who want to play in the whole first 11, right? And the other 8 of them is just all, daydreaming about, how am I going to get out of this club? You know what I'm saying? Everyone is having pre-plans, right? And I think, right, VDV, right, should not be picked for the upcoming next game, which is against A Madrid, even though he's available, right? Because we're not showing examples of not showing examples to the rest of the squad, right? That if you're a douchebag or a bozo, right, you need to be benched. You need to be made an example of, right? Until you buck up and show some heart, some effort, or something like that. At this moment in time, that's why we are actually the worst team in the Premier League at the moment, right? We don't even put up a fight, Look at the FA Cup game yesterday, Wrexham against Chelsea, right? Wrexham put up a fight, That's what we want to see. They want to put up a fight. They have a pride to play for the badge, right? The pride to play for the club, the pride to play for the fans. All that is gone. All that is gone. And I don't know, and I don't see who can bring it back. Everyone is saying, bring back Redknapp, bring back this guy, bring back that guy. Bring back some Tottenham legend to try to get a tune out of these guys. Guys, what I've seen, right, mentally, psychologically, physically, right, they've all checked out. Most of them have all checked out. If I was Tudor, right, the next Premier League game, I'll bring out all the youngsters.
Bring in a few.
Performing, right, not putting in 110%. Since now we are really in a relegation battle, right? Even Dominic Solanke says that, we don't turn up soon, we're going to be relegated. Yeah, but the sad part is that rest of your teammates ain't following that style. And what did he do? He can't do much of anything either. Right, no. So...
Problem is we're trying to make an example
so,
event.
It is what it is. Even though with the injuries and all that, we can't make excuses anymore.
Yeah. Sorry, John, what were you saying?
Well, as much as I'm sure he'd like to make an example of Romero.
Making an example of Van der Ven, making an example of Romero.
You can't really, can you, when you've got Dragusin as the alternative, because he was like playing for the opposition the last 2 times he's played. It was like 12v10 when it with him playing. He's been awful.
Yeah.
Making mistake after mistake, caught out all the time. And you can tell the opposition are targeting him.
Yeah.
He's useless.
Yeah. But I think, to be honest, what you're saying, Eugene, about Ange, I know we were concentrating on Europe last season towards the end, but seriously, his record, I don't think he will get a tune out of this team. Everybody knows how the guy plays now, and everybody will be able to. They'll be able to cut through us like a hot knife through butter. Even worse, I reckon. I think we'll see some proper spankings if Ange came back. Yeah. It's Yeah, I don't really know. One of the positives, though, to be honest, was Sousa. I love that, the way he took Munoz out.
What difference does it make now, Jens? It doesn't make. No, it doesn't make any difference. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, do you really think? think they're going to sack him?
But to tell the truth, right, it doesn't make any difference, right? Whoever is there now, at least, right? No, at least if we. I don't know. I don't care anymore. To tell the truth, right? You know what? My opinion is that at least if they bring Ange back, right? At least the whole fan base, right, will unite again, right, against Ange. If he screws up, right? But nah, to come to tell the truth, right? To come to tell the truth, right? After watching the last 3 games under Tudor, any of you guys can tell me that he's actually getting his message through to the players. I don't see it, and that's scary. How many more games are we going to give him, right? Yeah. By the time he gets a message through to these boys, right, there'll be like 4 games left. You think we'll win the last 4 games?
No.
That's my fear, right? That's how I see it, right? We to tell you, after I think Frank did the most damage. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All right, that's how I see it. Frank did the most damage. So how are we going to repair that damage? We bring in Tudor, right? And we should have brought him. If you really wanted to sack Frank, we should have sacked him in December or early January. At least give the next manager a chance to bring in some players to give us a fight. We sacked him after the transfer window. Yeah, and I blame that on no. We sacked Frank after the window closes, right? And that's all down to Vinny and Lange, right? So the other people that need to get out is those gooners need to get out of our club.
They need to go. Yeah.
They
need to go. Get them out.
That's the sad part, right? Spurs now, the whole Spurs fan base is going in a meltdown. Yeah,
So a very well-known YouTuber.
All I can say is that we are going to be called the next 8 or 9 games that we have.
Yeah, but a very, very well-known YouTuber is talking about Stellagation. And he is
a very well-known YouTuber is asking us to unite.
Yeah. But he's advocating for us getting relegated.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that?
No.
I've been saying that okay, to tell the truth, right? I've been saying that for the past 4 years, right? Ever since we sacked Conte, I say burn the whole shit thing down. And we are burning it down, right? By getting relegated, right? And I said that I will be happy to get relegated and win a trophy, right? If we get relegated and win the Champions League, think about it. Woo! Another trophy in the cabinet. Oh, so sad. It's so sad. But there are some. I understand what Stel is talking about, and the logic is there, right? But you know, it could be a flawed logic, right? But we've been through so much, Jens, right? For 5-6 years, we've been protesting like shit, right? Nobody wanted to listen to us. We were the very few who were Levy out and Enoch out, right? All the way until even now, right? And a lot of, I welcome all those who jump onto the bandwagon in the last couple of years and all that, right? But, you know, is it too late now? That's why I said the last protest broke my heart because, right, you know, I do a lot of protest watch-alongs, you know, and when nobody turned up for that protest, apart from Harry, you know, Hasper TV and TJ, right, I was saying, what's going on here? Even when we did protest last time, when it was done under Stel and Daigle and the old group, right? Even if there were 5 of us, we stood there. They stood there on the high street and protested, not being shameful about it, right? Being proud that we are protesting. But somehow or another, I don't know, they're planning for another protest again in the Forest game. To me, it's that you guys are too late, right? The Forest game, we shouldn't be protesting because we are fighting relegation now. right? If you want to protest, you have to protest every home game, right? Not choose when, if, and buts or whatever, right? It doesn't matter whether it's 2,000 people turn up or 2 people turn up, right? The signs of protest must be there. But the last one that the last one that I did the protest watch along. It was during the Man City game. Nobody stood up from their group, right? Nobody held the flag up and said that, okay, even if we have 5 or 10 of us, we'll band together and we'll still protest. Show that we are serious. But now you're trying to tell us, write emails to the to the club. We want to protest in a Forest game, the Brighton game, and all that. Guys, a little too late, guys. Let's hope. I don't know whether there'll be more people coming out for the Forest game protest, which I doubt it, because the fans, our fans are more afraid, right, to be seen than actually, doing something that actually in the long term might help the club. But nah, it's how is it? It's like you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place, right? So what can I say? What can I say, right? But guys, I gotta make a move soon, right? I go back to work. I'll catch up with you guys later. The only thing is that the Thursday game, right? Watch these guys turn up for the Thursday game and put up a fight in the Champions League. That's how I'm gonna see it, right? Why? Because the Champions League, right, is the showcase for them, right, to show their talents to the rest of the big clubs in Europe. Yeah, it'll be maybe good for us, right, to get rid of them when we get relegated, right? I don't want to get relegated. Deep down inside, it'll kill me. It'll break my heart, right? But I don't know, mate. It could be that could be the medicine that we have to take for the next couple of years, to make this club better again. I don't know. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
All the best.
See you later, mate. Cheers. I'm just wondering when he's, obviously the club are just fucking laughing, aren't they? They don't, the directors and that, they think it's hilarious when just 5 people turn up for a protest or whatever. Who is it who took over from Donna Cullen as a, because was she, like, I'm seeing here as a lady called Kate Miller has been appointed as Chief Communications Officer. She's Chief Communications Officer, and I've never fucking heard of her.
No, and she's not said anything either.
Yeah, exactly. So how could you be Chief Communications Officer then? That's showing that Donna Cullen was an Executive Director. But yeah, Senior Executive and Strategic Advisor. It doesn't.
There's no captain of the ship, is there? Really? Just
no.
A couple of layabouts that do nothing, and that's it. There's nothing from the top down. Yeah,
I know that. I have heard some people say, "Oh, we wouldn't be in this mess if Levy was here." But I'm afraid that Levy has overseen our demise.
This is his mess.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't want him any fucking where near the club anymore.
No.
It was always going to happen after he left. It was going to his chickens coming home to roost, which is what my screen name as. All the messes that he's started off, they're all coming home to roost now, aren't they? The chickens are coming home to roost.
Yeah.
Getting rid of people like me and you, and getting rid of us from the stadium because we don't spend money in the club shop, but we're the ones that would have got behind the crowd and giving them the £12 and stuff. And they got loads of tourists in there, loads of YouTubers and whingers that,
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Thing is, I think they would have sacked Tudor, but it's the Liverpool game next, isn't it? So if you're going to get someone else in and they're going to lose the Liverpool game, and then that's going to start the losing process all over again, isn't it? What chance do you stand against Liverpool away? We've won like twice there since the Titanic sank, have we?
Yep.
So what's the point in throwing a new guy into Liverpool away? You ain't going to win up there, are you? No matter if it's Redknapp, Defoe, Keane, Bill Nix, fucking Bones dug up, you ain't going to fucking win up there, are you? It's
very unlikely. I know they're pretty poor lately, but yeah.
As someone did say, I'm not sure if it was one of you guys, but I think it might have been Eugene. He said, why bring a new manager in for the Arsenal game when it's pretty certain that we're going to lose? Why not bring him in afterwards?
Yeah.
Because you know that Frank would just be lying on his back getting his belly tickled by Arteta, wouldn't he? Or maybe even his arse tickled because he fucking loves Arsenal, that bloke, doesn't he?
I think it was quite obvious from Alistair Gould's video yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it, that he's priming the fan base for the Ryan Mason return. He was trying to dissuade everyone away from the Redknapp route, saying, "Oh, people are going to expect him Redknapp to play like in the Champions League into Milan," and he's missing the point completely. What we want Redknapp back for is because he will galvanise the club, put his arm around people. It's nothing to do with the style of football. It's the fact that you need to repair the dressing room. You need to repair the connection between the players and the fans. You need to get everyone pulling in the same direction again. And that's what Redknapp would do. He's just his man management skills. It's nothing to do with his style of football. We need him to come in and fucking spring clean, don't we? Basically, put his arm around people, get everyone playing for fun again. Getting the crowd back on side. Instantly, that gets the crowd back on side. Redknapp, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Instantly, the players will have an environment in training which is happy and pressure off their shoulders again, because you'll put people in their right positions, go out there, express yourself, play. You don't think he'll get a tune out of Xavi?
Yeah, well,
He'd love him, wouldn't he? Like
that free kick, I think, just about sums up Xavi's time at Tottenham when he passed it straight to the defender. And I don't know if people are looking too much into this, but there was some people saying, "Did you see his face when he was called to come on? Didn't want to go on. Did not want to go on."
Top level sports all about that extra couple of percent in their heads. The confidence. If they haven't got confidence, a top level sportsman, they can look like Sunday league players, can't they? Really?
Yeah.
But it comes back. You got to play them, because suddenly something will happen, a pass or a shot, and then it will suddenly come back. The confidence is back, and then they're back to their Premier League level. So you got to keep playing players like that who have got something in them. But again, we're struggling to create goals, beat teams, and he's been shunted out of position, isn't he? Back on the left, out the way. He's no good out there. No good out there. Put him in his preferred position if you want to get a tune out of him.
Yeah.
You get a tune out of a piano player. You don't sit him at the back next to the symphony drum, do you? You sit him next to the piano,
Yeah, that's very true.
You won't get hold of Redknapp this week. It's Cheltenham's on the horse racing.
and it's Liverpool as well, Kev. He's not stupid, is he? He's not going to take.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Take it on ahead of that. But from Alistair Gould's video, to go back to my point, he was trying to steer people away from Redknapp and then saying, "Oh, Ryan Mason, this time." I'm not a Ryan Mason hater. I think he's done a good job the previous times he's come in. The sign of a good coach is you can see that he's getting his ideas across to the players straight away. And both times he came in previously, we played completely different football the next game that he came in, and you can see the players were attacking and pressing, and it was like a little mini Pochettino revival when the two previous times he's come in. So the players like him, he gets his ideas across, he's a good coach, and he loves Spurs as well. You got these idiots because he's not, Carlos Kickaball, who used to be Real Madrid manager. They don't like him, do they? They think he can't do it. It's like, and he was seen as a Levy yes man, isn't he? Which again, I take umbrage with. But if you're a Tottenham fan in that club, like he is, man and boy, growing up Tottenham, and the chairman says to you, you might think the chairman's a cunt. If he says to you, can you help us out here? We need someone to take over the first team. You're not going to say, "Nah, fuck off, mate. I'm going to go and be Swindon manager." You're going to say, "Yeah, I'll do what I can to help. This is my club. I'm going to do what I can to help." How's that being a yes man?
Yeah.
How's that being a yes man? He's being a Tottenham man. He's not being a Levy man, is he? In my view.
Yeah.
No, very true. Very true indeed. So let's talk about a certain Michael van der Ven. What do we think is going on there? Is he angling for a move?
I think he's been tapped up. I said it all along. I said it 6 months ago.
Okay.
He's been tapped up by someone.
Any idea?
One of the Spanish giants, or Liverpool, or Man City.
Yeah, Liverpool, Man City.
Yeah.
Also, I think he's been wound up by Romero as well. And those comments, Romero basically saying the board let us throw us down the river in that transfer window. And I think that obviously he's a big voice in the change room, Romero, isn't he? So if he's feeling that way, all the other players are thinking, fucking these twats knew we had an injury crisis. They've not given us any help, and now they're expecting us to pull out, rabbits out of every hat kind of thing. So there's a lot of disgruntlement towards the board, isn't there? You saw earlier in the season the players that have got disgruntlement towards the fans as well. So they've got the right hump, haven't they? Basically, the Romero's and Van der Ven have got the hump.
He's contracted till 29, I think it is. you know. So he can't walk away and say goodbye unless they want him to go. I mean, if he's down tools, you got to get rid of him somehow. But you want big money for him.
Of course,
typical Dutch mentality, though, isn't it? You know, my farts don't stink. You know, I'm best thing. You know,
it is a very arrogant society. Let's just say, which I do experience every single day that I live here.
Surrounded by Van der Vens.
Yeah, but it was on the other side of Sarr. I don't think it was a clear goal scoring opportunity. Well, he obviously didn't have any confidence in Vicario, and I don't think anyone really has any confidence in Vicario.
He was terrible,
manager. But that was kind of silly, wasn't it? I mean, holding onto his arm, and it's a little bit annoying as well, being turned over by an ex-Watford player.
I mean, as somebody that played centre back for the last 4 or 5 years of my Sunday League career, that's just autopilot. Someone's in behind you like that, you grab their arm. I mean, it's not like thinking, I'm going to let the team down, or this is a bad decision here. You're like, oh shit, I made a mistake here. He's in behind me. You try and grab their arm and get away with it and hope the ref didn't see it, you know.
Yeah.
But he saw it.
I would have gone for the ankles, to be honest, myself, but So, and then that kind of led to, 3 or 4 mad minutes? Oh, no, sorry, 7 mad minutes, and
something like that,
we were just completely out of it after that.
I know. It's get a goal for the first time in yonks, you know, and go ahead for the first time in yonks, since fucking Christmas or something, you know, and you think, oh, we're in here. And the crowd showed it, and all the expression of relief, and then within 10 minutes, it's all turned around and shut on.
I also think there's a problem with the culture of the club thinking that we're being picked on by referees and the Premier League and stuff like that. So that goes against it. In moments like that, Kev, where you think, oh, we've gone ahead. Oh God, look, just our luck. Oh God, everyone's against us, kind of thing. And you go down rather than go up, don't you? Yeah. Can you imagine Brian Clough would always say, don't blame the referees for you playing a bad pass, or the referee didn't make you play that bad pass, or not track that player, or not tackle that player. It's an easy excuse, isn't it? Sometimes players like an easy excuse, don't they? Whereas the real top pros go, actually, we need to fucking dig in here because the referee's against us as well. Not go, oh, what's the point in even trying? The referee's against us. You go, all right, everyone, come on. We're against it here. We need to fucking dig in. It's character, isn't it, at the end of the day? And there's a lot of the reason that we've got those players is because the other top teams didn't want them because they haven't got any character. Yeah. You know, they've got ability but not character. The ones with the character are the ones that the top clubs want, don't they? The ones that dig in and under resilience, and when things aren't going your way, they roll their sleeves up and go, right, you're going to have it now. Whereas some of these players that we've bought, that's why they're not as expensive, because they go, oh no, this is not good. I don't fancy this. I'm just going to hang away and not want the ball anymore, kind of thing. You're paying for a character a lot of the time, aren't you, with the top level professionals?
Yeah, I think Muani is the biggest example of that. Yeah. Again, massive amount of potential, or massive amount of skill, but he just doesn't seem to have the heart for it. And
that's it, isn't it? That's the reason. That's Daniel Levy's transfer policy, wasn't it? We get these like Mavericks and these players that the other teams don't potentially fancy, but maybe they've got a moment of magic in them, 1 in 4 games, kind of thing. That's the reason they're available, and they're available cheap, and the wages aren't as much because they're not fancied by the top clubs because of a flaw in their character, or they're not seen as mentally tough players. Yeah. That's our policy, isn't it, to buy those players, and then you wonder why we're mentally fragile when the going gets tough.
Yes, yeah.
Chickens coming home to roost, as I said earlier.
Yeah. But what do you think? How long is it? Just going back to Redknapp, how long is it since he's actually managed?
11 years, I think. 11 years. It was at QPR when he came in at QPR when Les Ferdinand was relegated. Yeah, they were already in trouble there. That's another thing that pisses me off about Alistair Goldie, saying that they were second bottom when Redknapp left. But they were already in trouble when he went there. That's why he got cut the call in the first place, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's say that, okay, we didn't have massive amounts of resources, but we had a lot more resources than QPR.
Yeah, so it's not the style of football that Alistair Gold's completely missed the point. It's not that us fans think that he's going to come in and have us playing with Bale, swashbuckling, and Modric. It's the feel-good factor that he brings. When he came in that last time, when we were down the bottom after one day Ramos, it was like a clean sweep through the club, wasn't it? Like a breath of fresh air. That's what we need, that breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
To the end
well,
of the season.
also he had 30 games, because it was the famous 2 points from 8 games, wasn't it? And he had 30 games to turn it around. It wasn't as if he was desperate. We might have been bottom or whatever, but we weren't. We were playing catch up.
But his style of football, man management and getting players' confidence back into them, that's might be what we need, Kev, just to get the odd point or the odd win here or there at the last game.
I'd take 6 or 7 draws out of the last 9 games if that's enough.
That does, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It depends on the other teams.
And there aren't any other fucking options, is there? Can you think of any other option which galvanises the whole fan base apart from Pochettino, which is not going to happen because of the World Cup? It's the only move, isn't it? Really,
I can't.
The only move that they've got, which will get a new manager bounce and like galvanise all the fan base and the players again, isn't it? It's the only thing they can do. But they're being stubborn again. Vinny and Lange didn't want to sack Frank, did they? So they're being stubborn now. They'll just go, well, this is the guy you wanted. You could Tudor. Yeah, go. This is the guy you demanded. This is the mess you've got now. You should listen to us and let us keep Thomas Frank. So they're being stubborn about it, won't they? They'll be stubborn with Tudor as well now. So it'll take another decision from up the top to get rid of him, won't it? Last time, and then that causes that someone needs to grow a pair of bollocks like they did last time, because Vinny and Lange aren't going to be here, are they, after this year, after all the fuck ups they've done?
No, it's going to be a brum.
You shouldn't be pandering to them now. By this stage, that guy up the top there that makes all the decisions, he needs to go, right, you two are fucking dumb and dumber. You've led us from one shit manager to another shit manager. We're going to go our own way now. You don't know what you're doing. Fucking ring up Steve Perryman. Say, what should we do, Steve? This is what you want to do. This.
Yeah.
Perryman, Hoddle, Roberts, any of them.
I'm just looking at the squad that Redknapp had, and to be honest, I would take the majority of them over what we have at the moment. You've got Ledley, King at the back, Dawson, Woodgate. They are 3 players who would give pretty much everything for the club. You got Wipey, Lee, left back, Asu Akotu, Danny Rose. Right back, Stalteri and Chimbonda, not the greatest, but they did a job. Huddleston, Tanio, Zakora, Genus, O'Hara. But up front, I mean, we had Steed on the wing, Aaron, Lennon on the wing, Gareth Bale, Berbatov, Keane, Bent and Defoe. Bent didn't do great. But
Bentley as well, because he scored that goal against Arsenal in Harry's first game, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I'd take those forwards over our forward line every day.
He spent a nice few quid as well, didn't he?
Brought back some of his old players, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he got Cranky in, didn't he? And
2 metre Peter.
Crouchy,
Who else? Charlie as well, I think.
Yeah. They did one of those things. They did one of those things the other day, Jens, with Redknapp, actually, like your team against the current team, and he literally went for his team, like, so goalkeeper, they put him up on the screen like that betting company that does it. He literally said, "We can't argue against any of my team against this lot. Can you really? None of them, and we're getting to that team."
Yeah, and that's to be honest, I think we had quite a similar goalkeeper to the one we have now, Aurelio Gomez, who was full of mistakes but could pull off some cracking saves.
Good shot stopper, but the basics were a bit.
Yeah, he was a bit of a nutcase. I mean, you got to be a bit of a nutcase to be a keeper, but he was.
Also, I think we're doing him a bit of a disservice there, because it wasn't his squad, was it? It was like that squad had already been assembled.
Yeah,
it's not like on Alistair Gold's point, Redknapp came on and assembled this amazing squad. That was already there, wasn't it? Redknapp had to work with what he was given pretty much until we got to the January and got in 2 metre Peter and some of his favourites.
Yeah, 2 metre Peter.
I saw a great story about Chimbonda the other day. I think didn't he end up at playing for Dean Saunders for Scunthorpe. So he dropped down through the leagues, didn't he?
Okay.
And Dean Saunders was saying in training he was fucking horrific. He wasn't trying. He didn't care because he was like this Premier League footballer. I should be playing for Scunthorpe kind of thing. And he muttered under his breath or something once in front of everyone to Dean Saunders, "Oh, fuck off," or something like that. So Dean Saunders had to go and speak to him and say, "Look, you're a senior," and like quietly on the pitch, he said, "Look, you're a senior pro. I can't have you telling me to fuck off in front of all the youngsters and stuff. It doesn't look good. We'll have a little chat later when we get into the dressing room and then, get your head on for the rest of the training session." And he said when he got him into his office, he said to him, "Look, you're a senior, you played in the Premier League, you're an international player. I can't have you telling me to fuck off in front of all the youngsters and the players coming up. Doesn't look good." So he said the only way I knew if I said that to him, I'd lose him. He goes, so I said to him, for me to maintain dominance in this changing room, I have to pick on the senior players sometimes to make an example. So to show the younger players they can't get away with shortcuts and stuff like that. So he goes, so sometimes I'll have a go at you, but I won't mean it. And he goes, oh, and he sort of winked at him. He goes, oh, right, I'll get it. I winked at him. He said, right, the next game, he said, it was fucking horrific. He said they went 3-0 down at half time. He was at fault for 2 goals by not tracking his man at the back post and stuff like that. He said he went in the trade room at half time, absolutely tore him fucking to bits, subbed him off. And he said after having a go at him, Chimbona went to him like that. He didn't think he'd had a good game. He went, all right, I see what you're doing. Just having a go at me to make an example. He didn't think he was actually having a go at him. He knows it fault for 2 goals and he took him off. Fucking.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just looking at his career after he left.
Was it Scunthorpe we went to or some
lovely? It was Doncaster.
Doncaster, that was it. Doncaster.
And then he went to Market Drayton. And then Carlisle, Arles Avignon, Washington FC, Durham City, and Skelmersdale.
Skelmersdale, near Liverpool, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, right.
Now.
And he retired on the 4th of the 5th, 2024.
Oh, right.
So
stole a living along the way.
He had a good song though, didn't he? To be fair, some players we remember fondly because they got a good song, don't we?
Coming over the hill with
Nicola Bertie as well.
Yeah, that's what you remember most.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was a pretty decent, solid player.
He'd probably get in today, wouldn't he? Ahead of Simon's mate Porro. Other teams were targeting him, weren't they?
I think.
Did you see when Porro came off on Thursday?
Yeah, what was all that about? Why was he kicking? He had to go at the 4th official, didn't he? Yeah, he's had to go at the 4th official or the line. He started kicking.
Or the assistant referee might have been.
Yeah. And then you could hear the coaching staff saying, "Leave it." So I don't know what that was about.
Okay, no, me neither. But he did look a bit like Arsene Wenger, didn't he? Throwing water bottles around and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Martin, did you see one of the passes that he had a free kick and he hoofed it out to the right wing and it had such a curve on it, the geezer couldn't even control it. It was pathetic. Like, what are you doing? His shooting eyes are terrible at the moment.
I'm reminded of something that Steve Perryman said to us once when he came on our podcast. He said when he went to was it Exeter? He was at Exeter down there, wasn't it? One of the clubs. He said he went when he was asked to go in and help the manager because they were struggling in relegation form, which is probably what we need to do at the moment. He said, go in your office there and make a list of the players, and make one list of players that you can rely on, and another load of players that you don't think you can rely on. And he said, what I mean by rely on is which of your players have got to give 110% if you're 3-0 up or 3-0 down. He said, stick with them until the end of the season and you won't go too far wrong. The ones that are good but that turn up one in every 4 games, stick them on the other list and just don't play them. This is what we need to do now, innit? You need to play Richarlison, you need to play Archie Gray, you need to play Paulina, players that are going to give you everything no matter what the result, no matter what happens on the pitch. They're not, fair weather Charlie players, are they? They're just going to give you everything. You know what you're going to get out of them. They're the players that are going to get you out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it was a big surprise to me. Well, looking back on it in hindsight, maybe not so much because he obviously worked with him at Juventus, but that Muani got in instead of Richie. And to be honest, when Richie came on, we weren't doing anything anyway, were we? And he wasn't.
Too little, too late, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At that point of the game.
And it's, I really don't know where we go from here. I know I said a couple of weeks back, I thought, we'll avoid relegation, but it just doesn't. I don't see where we're going to get our next points from.
There's always one club, isn't there, that goes. All the other clubs are fighting, and one club just dips down past them. I said to my brother about a month ago, we are that club that happens every year where you think, oh, we'll be all right.
Yeah,
we'll be all right, and then just too late.
Yeah.
See, next week's a turnaround weekend because you've got West Ham playing on the Saturday against City, I think. So
they've got Man City,
want to get
might
result.
have a chance there, but Forest or whoever the other
Forest
team
playing Fulham, both before we kick off on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
and if they get the right points, they could be in front of us, both of them. And that's when we're coming up against Liverpool, So, and we come away from there with no points, and we're in the shit.
Yeah.
Going back to your point about Stale saying we should get relegated, it would serve the owners right, wouldn't it be? It wouldn't serve us fans right. I mean, this mismanagement has been leading to this for ages. Yeah. But if it meant them leaving, I'd happily take a relegation. But I don't think they will because they're such money, man. They'll see their assets depreciate and they'll want to build it back up to what it was before they sell it again. So I don't think we'd even get rid of them if we get relegated. I think
you're right. They'll take a hit, but they'll get it back.
Yeah, they won't leave until they've got it back. So we're fucked. We can't get rid of the bastards, can we?
It'd be tough to get out of the championship. I'm sure.
Because there's
plenty of teams are going to kick you to bits because you're the fancy Tottenham with the fancy stadium,
Yeah, it's their FA Cup final, isn't it?
Yeah, well, every team that's come to our ground, it's their cup final. It was since we've opened the damn place, and we play cup teams and all these other teams, and they love it. It's one of the best stadiums in the world, and they're going to raise their game. It's like going to Wembley, as you say.
In away games, I think we'll be all right, won't we, Kev? Because we've got a good away fan base that will turn up in numbers at every ground, won't they? But the home games, you're right. It's their cup final. All these clubs coming to our we're so poor at home, aren't we? There'll be no atmosphere because it'll be tourist fans.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Will the tourists want to go and watch Championship football? Unless we do, unless we get something like Wrexham, where look, it's a Hollywood person, so we'll go and watch them. But it's
maybe that's what's needed then, Jens. It might bring back the true fans like myself because we can get back and get tickets again now rather than getting priced out and
I think they'll be closing all the top tier of the new ground. I think all the way around. I think
probably.
It'll look pretty empty.
How do they go about their pricing next year? Because they have to announce their season ticket prices soon. So do they do one for the Premier League and one for the Championship? Because no one's going to renew, are they, if they think they're going to be in the Championship?
Yeah.
Well, not those prices, the same prices. They've said it's going to be a freeze, haven't they? What happens if we go down? Does the price retain the same? Does it? It's not the same product, is it?
Well, I don't know what the rules are in the Championship for away fans and things like that. And
there's people who will renew no matter what.
Hardcore, Or they'll sit on their seats. Like the board, they'll keep their season tickets.
It's just a disgusting situation, isn't it, Kev? Because ENIC have created this problem by underinvestment and mismanagement, and we've been calling them out for ages, saying fucking pull your fingers out. And then this is what we feared was going to happen, and then it'll happen, and they'll walk away, won't they? Because they don't give a fuck. And then we're the ones that have to bear the consequences of their mismanagement. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's very true. Do you think? I mean, I've heard some conspiracy theories flying around that if we do go down, then ENIC are going to probably turn around and say, well, we don't really want Tottenham to be associated with this, the football team to be associated with us anymore. So you can either get out or rent the stadium. Do you think they can do that? Do they? I mean, obviously they're owners, so they can, they can make that decision. I don't think.
Didn't they borrow the money off of the future income of the football team though for the stadium? So they can't get out of property. It's against future revenues from the stadium. Whether that means for the football income or the boxing and the Formula One and the pop concerts as well, which
Do you think? Obviously, at the moment, the football is the bread and butter. Do you think they'll be able to make the same amount of money if they just concentrate on doing NFL and stuff like that? Because obviously, with the NFL, they charge a fucking fortune, and apparently, one of my mates or one of my ex-colleagues is a Miami Dolphins fan. So whenever the NFL comes, he's mad about NFL. He will go and watch. And he said the last time he was there, they were charging 15 quid for a pint.
And it goes on for hours, doesn't it, as well?
Yes.
It's not just 90 minutes. It goes on like 4 or 5 hours, doesn't it? So imagine how much money they're coiling in there.
But do you think that they will be able to make the same revenue if they don't have the football team there? As in just with the NFL, with the FI, with the F1 and the concerts. I think, isn't there some rule about concerts that you're only allowed
a certain amount of licenses. You have to apply for that.
So I don't think there'll be a big black hole. And now I keep hearing that, oh yeah, look at this massive debt we've got, etc. But then I hear from other people that, but no, he's done it at this, he's offset it, and I don't really understand all this finance stuff.
The repayments are stupid, Jens. They're like £2.3 million a year. I mean, how much do we spank on players and wages and stuff? It's nothing to them. Nothing.
But it is really kind of worrying. I don't know. I think it'll be catastrophic if we do get relegated. I feel sorry for you, to be honest, John, because I'm over in the Netherlands, and half the people I work with, they don't give a shit about football. So they won't say anything, but you will get ribbing day in, day out, won't you?
Yeah.
To be fair, they've been all right. Even the Gooners have been all right about it because they can see how broken me and Gazza are. They're like, because our resignation, we're shit. We're rubbish. They feel a bit sorry for us, if anything. I think they.
Well, it's funny. After the game finished last Sunday, I went down the road to get something. I can't remember. We get some. I don't know what it was. 5 o'clock, something like that. Oh no, it must be before 4 o'clock because my next door neighbour's an Arsenal fan, and the guy my next door neighbour's a Man United fan. The guy over the road, Eddie, he's an Arsenal fan. And I was going down the shop, and it's like 400 or 500 yards, and it was pissing down the rain. So I see them two coming out the houses. So you two going down, I knew where they're going. They were going down the pub to watch the Arsenal game. So you two weren't coming in for a lift. And I thought, why the fuck did I say that? And they go, well, Tottenham lost again. I thought, I can't put them out in the fucking pouring rain.
I
walked into that one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the only one I'll get is from the security guard who's a big Ajax fan, but his son has just signed for Almere City, 14 years old, who are they're sort of a yo-yo club. They're a bit like Watford, come up and down.
Like us.
So he's really concentrating on that at the moment. I don't think he drives all over the country with them and stuff like that. So he doesn't really mention Ajax that much, which is probably good because they lost 3-1 to Groningen yesterday. And Groningen are, not good. So they're having a tough time, but they're still, because the league is so rubbish in the Netherlands, they're still in the top half. They've been drawing, they're definitely drawing more than they're winning, and they're losing silly games like this as well. But quite frankly,
let's look at it pragmatically. What are we actually going to lose if we go down? Us fans just like watching our team play football. We're still gonna watch them play football. We're gonna get two games a week. We're gonna be playing some new teams. Be quite interesting when it's play in the championship. See what's about. And the big losers out of this will be Enoch because their share price will be fucking wiped through the floor, which is a positive for us because we fucking hate the cunts and we want them out of our club. But we're still going to get to see Tottenham play football. Well, no one dies. We're still going to see Tottenham play football probably twice a week.
Yep.
We're going to be on telly every time, aren't we? Because we're the big dogs. We have to buy these Amazon subscriptions.
Yeah, but we're going to use the Sky. There's only a parachute payment you get in it, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll be quite interesting for us fans. Who cares? No one died. Our club's still there, and it'll be put more pressure and hopefully expedite the end of Enoch, which is what we need, isn't it? It's like those roots that in a tree where you need one of the machines, Kev, to fucking yank them out of,
excavate
rid of them. Yeah, we need get them out of our club, don't we? Really?
Yeah.
We could all see this coming down the line, so I'm not too emotive about it because I could see this happening when I gave up my season ticket. This is the way it was all headed. He wanted to get rid of the legacy fans, didn't he? For the tourist fans, which is going to affect the atmosphere on the day.
But it was so short-sighted as well that he thought that the Sonny fans would probably continue after Sonny was sold.
Well, we said in the summer, didn't we, Jens? It was stupid. They needed another superstar to sell shirts if they wanted to carry on. Who's the global figurehead of Tottenham around the world now? Which, if someone says Tottenham, you always thought of Harry Kane, then you thought of Sonny. Is there one player that identifies with Tottenham around the world now?
Well, according to his agent, it's Dragusin.
You can't compare this to 76, 77 because there weren't season tickets in them days very much. You know, a quarter of the ground was season tickets. The rest was all pay on their door. And the TV fees were negligent. You know, you didn't know we were going to be on one week to the next, you know, and it was only on Match of the Day. There was no live TV in them days. The players were contracted to the team. I don't think hardly any of them left. And some left, some came in, but they weren't big names, you know what I mean? And they just carried on.
Even the way they've put the squeeze on the tickets, like in the old days, me and you could have still gone, couldn't we? And we could have just got a ticket or someone. They're so obsessed with trying to sell £200 tickets to Korean fans that they don't want the tickets to go out in the black market. That they come up with all these ways and means to stop people selling tickets so that it goes back to the club and they can sell them to tourists. They've fucked up. They just completely fucked the whole atmosphere, haven't they? The stadium by their money grabbing ways. No statues allowed up around the stadium. That bullshit as well. Just trying to get rid of the history of the club. They're just a cancer of that over the whole club, aren't they? And it just drips down, doesn't it, over everything that we try and do.
Yeah.
I was shocked when Guy said last week, he said it's £9 a pint there, you know.
Really?
We start when we was YouTube business started, we stopped drinking inside the stadium. We'd go to the Bell and Hare or whatever, and then when we got inside, we'd just doing our little bit. We wouldn't spend any money and leave his fucking Super Bowl stadium.
Yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me if the club actually own. I think they do own the two brewers, not the brewers. Sorry, the corner pin, and it wouldn't surprise me if they own the number 8 as well. Or the Bell and Hare.
Now, the corner pin a ticket office now. I thought it was a ticket office.
Sorry,
I thought the corner pin was a ticket office.
Yeah, they changed it back to a pub.
Oh, was it? I didn't know.
Yes, yeah. They I don't think I've ever been in there because it's fucking tiny, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's like my front room. That was the first pub I used to go in when I was 16, 17.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
And it take you 20 minutes to get to the bar, another 10 minutes to get served. You know, what bother? You know, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Sussex Hotspur. Welcome, mate. How are you? Good morning, gents. Great show. Hard time being a Spurs fan right now. Yeah, you ain't bloody wrong.
It's always a hard time being a Spurs fan. Come on. What's changed? There's always some drama going on.
It was
We'd be bored, wouldn't we? Imagine, I remember Gazza saying to Brian once, it must be boring being a Man United fan because every week you expect to win. So we don't know if we're playing the top team. We might beat them. If we're playing the bottom team, we might lose. At least we've got that jeopardy every week. We don't know what's going to happen.
It's such a variable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good being a Tottenham fan. Man United fan must be boring expecting to win every week.
Yeah.
So we're coming up to an hour. I'd just like to ask one thing. If we do get relegated, who stays and who goes? As in players. Now, I'm looking at the team from Thursday.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I think Vic's going one way or the other.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll go. Yeah.
What about Porro?
He'll go. Barcelona want him, don't they? He's been
Real
Madrid. One of the big guns want him.
Yeah. I think Danzo probably stay.
Yeah.
Van der Ven will go.
Go.
Gray will stay.
Yeah.
Well, Paulinho, they're probably not even thinking about buying him now because his wages are probably too much.
Yeah, his wages would be too much in the Championship,
What about Pat Matassar?
He's just... I wouldn't mind if he did go because he's gone to bits lately. He really has. He'd pop up with the occasional goal, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to keep him if we go out the Championship, but whether he might want to go. I mean, we can't get rid of everyone, can we? So he might end up having to stay.
Yeah. So the Sussex Hotspur says it's even harder than usual. John had to console my 13-year-old nephew who was in tears at halftime. Yeah, I can remember. I can definitely remember those days. Tottenham have made me cry more than I care to mention when I was younger, and even today sometimes. No, they don't anymore. I'm past that now.
Past that,
Yeah.
Remember crying at 1987 Cup final.
Yeah.
You know, it was a glorious season and it was all leading to success, wasn't it? And then we lost the semi-finals to Arsenal, and then we were third in the league, and then we lost fucking Coventry. I was crying that day.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to end like this. It was a good indication of my life as a Tottenham fan, wasn't it? It wasn't supposed to end like this.
Lost the semi-final to Forest as well, I think it was. And
I remember crying when Gazza got stretched off as well. I thought, we're fucked now in 91, you know, when he went off, because he'd single-handedly carried us there, didn't he? And I thought, we don't stand much hope. Yeah. Again, that goes back to what we were saying about players with character. They thought, right, fucking, we're going to do this for Gazza. He got us to this final. We're going to fucking roll our sleeves up. We're going to get over the line for Gazza here. We're not going to mope and cry. Whereas double bow, wasn't it? Gazza off, and then they scored from the free kick, which he gave away the free kick, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight away. So that was a double fucking blow, and then the players stood up and they were counted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, mental.
Oh, dear.
So now I'm looking at the actual squad. So Kinski.
Kinski?
He'll stay, I reckon.
I don't think he really loves himself, and he thinks a lot of himself. You can see him stropping sitting on the sidelines there. I should be playing. I don't think he'll stay. He'll want to play, won't he? I can't see him going. He thinks a lot of himself.
Yeah. I think Austin will probably get a game next season. So
yeah, he'll be yeah.
Number one.
Yeah. Phillips.
Yeah, he'd be good championship centre back, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Oh. Apparently, Vuskovic apparently, I keep hearing that he's already been sold, but that's just shit fucking gutter press. But it wouldn't surprise me. Sorry?
He was kicked to pieces yesterday, I was reading.
Really?
Who were they playing? Watching Gladbach, I can't remember who they were playing, but they lost. But the referee had to intervene or something because he was getting bad.
Wolfsburg they were playing, but he scored.
If he's like one of the highest rated prospects at centre back and all the big clubs want him, why would you want to come and play in the championship for a year? You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But guess who scored the goal for Wolfsburg yesterday? A certain balding Dane who used to be our midfield maestro.
Not Johnny Method.
Oh, Ericsson. Christian Ericsson.
Yeah. Johnny Method. He's Dutch. Sorry. I didn't mean to call you twat.
I just put the ball in. I thought he can't be playing. There must be about 100.
God, he was another one who I expected so much for when he came to Tottenham, and it was was just the end of his career, wasn't he? And it wasn't. Yeah.
It's one of them random buys from Forest.
Yeah.
I don't even remember him playing. When I was watching.
Dragusin, I reckon he'll be off.
Yeah, his agent thinks a lot of him, doesn't he? I think Italy.
Yeah.
Good riddance as well. He's fucking useless.
Yep. Udogie. He'll want to stay in that Italian team, won't he?
Yeah, the Italians want him.
Yeah. Romero definitely be off.
Plus, how can he get through 2 games a week in the championship? A doggy with his hamstrings, no chance.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's going to be a fire sale, let's face it.
Yeah.
For me, us 3 will have to play, I think.
I'm not playing.
Have you seen the size of my beer belly these days, John? Fucking hell, yeah. I can't run 5 meters, mate.
And Ndombele style.
I'm fast.
I think McDonald's at half time. Nice.
Yeah, Kev's like Mickey Quinn, quickest over a yard. I
am, because I have to if the dog comes in and she comes halfway through the room, I've got to run to the door and shut it before she runs out again. So I'm pretty good at that. I beat her nearly every time.
Over a yard. Fox in the box, Kev's up front, Jens centre back.
I can't jump either, sorry. I've got vertical, whatever it is, something or other, hypertension or something. I don't know.
Crouch never jumped, did he? Like never had to, did he? Like all the players down here.
That's why they call him Crouch down.
He said he never needed to jump when he was little, did he? Because he was so much taller than everyone else. He never learnt to actually jump and hang, and didn't have to.
So we won't have much of a team next year, really, will we?
Jed Spence.
We haven't got much of a team this year, have we?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
What do you think Spence will do?
I don't care what he does, to be honest. I really don't. He's Mr. Wishy-washy, isn't he? You know what I mean? He can be good, and he can be running into trouble. He run into 3 players all by himself.
Depends what his ambitions are, because he's
England player now, isn't he? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, does he think he's an established England player and he should be playing in the Prem, or whether he's going back to his Forest days and he could fancy a year in the Championship?
Yeah.
Who would buy him?
Takai, he'll stay, wouldn't he?
he probably hasn't got any idea whether we're in the Championship or the Premiership anyway, has he?
Exactly, Van der Ven, I think we've already said. What about Danny Davis?
Who?
Danny Davis.
Yeah, he'd be our captain probably, wouldn't he? If we went down, I imagine he'd be our solid captain.
Yeah, until his next long-term
Bloody
injury.
manager.
Manager. Yeah, that's a good shout, Kev. Get Ben Davis in as manager.
Yeah.
Player manager.
I think the players respect him.
Yeah, they do.
He's got a calm head on his shoulders. And I think he's done his badges as well.
Yeah.
From what I've heard. So
Kev, let's start the rumour. Kev's nailed it. Ben Davis, manager.
You heard it here first, people. Like and subscribe.
Clip it up, yeah. Loic, smash that, Loic. Kev's an insider. Kev's an insider.
Yeah.
And Sousa, I reckon, he ain't going anywhere, is he? He's just signed.
No.
Alfie Devine.
Yeah, you need players like that. They'll be the ones that benefit, won't they? Which should be quite interesting again, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Mason Melia.
People that young players actually give a shit about the badge playing for Tottenham again.
Yeah, exactly. Pavlina, as we said, no. Siemens.
He'd been gone.
Yeah. Basuma.
Who?
Basuma.
He's done his bit here. He's off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's probably
He's not bothered, is he?
No. This is an interesting one. Madison.
Who's going to buy him after a year out with a knee injury? So he might be forced to stay.
Yeah.
Him and Kulusevski. And Kulusevski's had his whole knee put back together. So at least those two probably will have to stay, won't they? Because now everyone will want to see him get a year in him before they can poach him. So I think that we might get to see Kulusevski and Madison
in the Championship. Lovely, yeah.
How long will they last in the Championship, getting kicked up in the air every 5 minutes?
Kulusevski can handle it. He's probably one of our toughest players, isn't he? And Madison played in the Championship, didn't he? With Norwich and Leicester and stuff.
That's true. But Kulusevski's injury. God, Ben, I heard what happened. They're saying that not a lot of people actually come back from that.
No,
smashed kneecap.
Yeah, he shattered his kneecap or something, didn't he? Yeah.
That is, poor bloke. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, even though he is Swedish. But it's.
They say the problem is the not moving it because it needs just time to mend. And every time you move in there, some moving parts in the knee, it rips it again. So you got so someone like that who's physically fit, how can he do any other work without moving his leg? It's tricky, isn't it?
But he has been back on the training pitch, hasn't he?
Has he?
I'm pretty sure I've seen him. I don't think he was only maybe not the training pitch, but he was in the gym, definitely. Yeah. So I don't think I know people are saying, "Oh yeah, it'll be all right." Madison and Kulusevski will be back by the end of the season. I don't think we'll see him play.
A bit wary playing, wouldn't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Madison has already said he's written off his World Cup, so he doesn't think he'd be back.
Yeah. It's too late.
How old is Madison now?
29.
Yes. Yeah. How many more years do you think he's got left in him?
2 or 3.
Yeah,
he doesn't rely on pace. He doesn't rely on pace, does he? So he could.
I reckon 34. He'll probably play
34,
Championship level at least, which is probably where we'll be when he's 34.
He's only need a few quid.
Division 1. Division 1.
League 1, yeah. Archie Gray, I think we said he'd stay. Benny Val, sorry.
I think he'll stay.
Yeah. Gallagher. He'll be off back to Chelsea as soon as you can say John Terry's a cunt. So
he'll be on good wages, even if they get deducted, reduced by going to Championship, won't he? So is he going to get better wages anywhere else than that?
Yeah, that's true.
He'd be a good Championship player, wouldn't he? To be fair, but again, are his ambitions as an international player now? Does he think he should be playing Premier League?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We're going to have lots of players who don't want to be at our club, aren't we? Because we can't sell them all. And there's loads of players who think they shouldn't be there, and they're not going to be putting it in, are they? Because they're stropping because they think they should be back in the Prem.
Yeah.
It depends if you get Pochettino in. He might be able to sell him a project. He could. It might be a draw.
Last time with Coddle and all the young players, they sold a dream, weren't they, to get back up and keep on. So maybe you're right, Kev.
How many seasons were we down, Kev? It was only one, wasn't it?
One. Yeah, and we should.
I'm not sure it'd be that easy to get back in one season.
We scraped through on the last day of the season. We was leading that table, not all season, but most of the season, and we kept drawing games. It's as usual, you know. The games should have won at home, we were drawing, you know. And we drew at Mansfield twice, home and away. It's a different. It was different football in them days, though, you know, because we played Mansfield on a pitch that was more like a swamp.
Yeah.
You know, it was mud. It was just mud everywhere, you know. In March, I think it was, after the winter rains and snows, it was destroyed, you know, and it was different football all round.
As I used to say to my players, Kev, it's the same for both teams. You know, got to find a way to win on them things, don't they?
Oh, they have, yeah, true. Yeah, but we can't find a way to win on AstroTurf. Yeah, but
yeah, we're not going to have much shape, are we, in Mansfield on a boggy marsh if they can't play on these beautiful pitches?
Yeah, we've got a lot of peripheral players as well scattered around the country, haven't we? All these prospects, you know, what are they going to do? So we're going to sell them on, or will Rangers pick up the...
They're right in the Championship, aren't they, I reckon, some of them.
Well, it's a learning curve. They'll be playing football every week.
Get Mikey Moore back on that wing. Championship. Who else have we got?
Amelia, Donnelly, all them.
Jamie Donnelly would be a star in the Championship, I think, wouldn't he?
I reckon 10. George Abbott might be able to force his way in as well. He seems to be doing pretty well. Dorrington was only on the bench yesterday. I mean, for Christ's sake, he was starting for Aberdeen last season or whenever it was. And he's now at Salford and he can't even get in the squad.
Sure.
Or not can't even get on the pitch. So
you don't know what's going on. He might have a virus or a nigger or something like that. You can't always from afar. You don't know what's going on, do we? So he might have a little knock or something. They thought, it's not worth risking him.
He has been injured recently, so. Ken, were you at the 9-0 when we beat Bristol Rovers?
No, I was working that day.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, I was on the buses at the time. That's why I hit and missed a lot of the going down season and the relegation, for second division.
Yeah,
I missed a lot of the games because I worked nearly every Saturday, and even if I did work Saturday and finished at 2:00, it was still too late to sort of get up to the ground, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, it was heartbreaking because they were the only games I got in a lot of the night games.
Okay, yeah. What do we think about Bentancur? I have a feeling he might retire soon. Yeah, he's only 28, but he just seems to be a walking injury.
Oh, he could play in his sleep in Italy, couldn't he? To be fair, or Spain or something like that.
Yeah. And so there will be a fire sale. I think they'll rake in as much money as possible to offset the losses.
I think Dane Scarlett will come back and have a decent season.
Yeah.
Velez, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we've sold him, haven't we?
Yeah, he's gone.
He's
gone, is he? Okay. Solomon apparently is still saying that he's only on loan at Fiorentina. That surprises me. I thought.
Yeah, we own him. Yeah.
Okay. As you said, Mikey Moore, then Yang.
Yeah.
Solomon would be good in the Championship.
He's
Yang,
not.
maybe, yeah.
I think he's played, about 38 minutes in the last 5 league games.
Yeah.
For Coventry. So, yeah.
Lange?
Yeah.
Lange, yeah.
Yeah. What do you reckon about Richie?
He'd be gone, wouldn't he?
He's done. His day's done.
Tell?
Although thinking about Richie, he's a bit of a man of honour, isn't he? So he might be similar to when we went down with Hoddle to say, right, I got us relegated. I might stick around and get you back up. He seems to love the club, Richie.
Yeah.
Depends where. Yeah, you're right, Kerry. Depends if we can afford to pay his wages, because the club might stiff him and say, right, you're going to go down to this amount of wages, and he might think, I can get it.
25 grand a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a Championship player, I think. I don't know what they're paying down there, but he's on 75 or 100, and he's going down to 25 or something. It's still good money.
Yeah.
In the lifestyle.
So, do you think that Levy knew something that we didn't when he put these clauses in?
He would not surprise me.
No.
He ticks all the ups and downs and ins and outs.
Yeah.
I was saying to someone the other day, it wouldn't surprise me if that CUNT, he must have known what Enoch were up to trying to oust him. Do you reckon he stacked us with idiots like Lange and Vinny because he knew he was leaving?
Yeah.
Very possibly.
Sabotage.
I wouldn't put anything past that bloke.
Internal sabotage, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't piss on that geezer if he was on fire.
Yeah.
I think he has caused us.
Yeah, the worst thing is, Jens, that he's probably sitting there thinking, "Look what happens when you get rid of me." Like,
of course he's
like, no, this is your fucking mess, still, mate. This is your fucking mess.
Geezer's an egomaniac.
Well, the thing is, he's got £1 billion worth of shares. That's going to be only worth $500 million this time next year.
That
was another conspiracy theory. Someone said that ENIC fucking don't need the money. That they might be quite happy to see us get relegated because it's completely stiffs Levy's share price, doesn't it? Fucking
yeah. Wow. Solanke.
Someone's after him. I read it this morning.
Really?
Who is it? Can't remember who it was. Newcastle.
Okay.
Yeah,
rumours.
Wouldn't he? He'd probably get a good me, but I want to keep him. He's a perfect player for the Championship, and he all action, bustle, hard work, strength.
Yeah,
is what we need to get out of the Championship, isn't he? Really.
If he's fit, he's worth it.
Yes. Yeah. And kudos.
Well, you saw his colours when he kicked off to leave West Ham, didn't he? So he'll kick off to leave us as well, won't he? I think.
Probably. Yeah. And last but most definitely not least, Wilson.
Oh. That sort of place you don't want, really, isn't it? You know.
I'm not sure. He was pretty good in the Championship for Burnley, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be all right, wouldn't it? Like, give him a season in the Championship.
If that's his level, he's used to.
Yeah.
He's
improve him.
21 as well. I still do see something in that boy. I still think that he's a decent player, and I think he can only get better.
Matisse Tell. What do you reckon about Tell?
Yeah,
he seems to be a man of honour as well, and he say I think he'd stay.
Yeah. I think
got Mason Melia.
Yeah, so he's not on here, so I think that's because he's in the under 18s, isn't he, or is he under? How old was he?
19, 20. It's about 1920, I think. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about that guy since he came.
He had an injury.
Did he? Okay.
One of them big toe jobbies or something like that. You know what they get. You know, nothing too serious. Yeah. But he was out for a month of January, I think.
Okay.
He turned up in December.
Gary Lineker retired due to his toe injury, though, didn't he? You never know. So maybe we've bought a croc.
But also, we've got to look forward to people like Olasasi, Williams Barnett. He might actually come of age and might actually get a chance in the Championship.
Yeah.
What's his name? Is it Egan Riley or something? We've got quite a few half decent.
There we go. So I told you one little doom and gloom. No one died. It'll be good fun watching all those young players who actually give a fuck about the shirt playing for us again. That's one thing I like, going and watch local non-league football, because they're not playing for money. They're playing because they actually give a shit about the shirt. They actually run and put it in because they're playing for the right reasons. They're not playing for money.
Well, you look at the under 18s. They're top of the league by 4 points. Okay, Chelsea got 2 games in hand. Oliver boasts, this bloke, I've mentioned him on the show before, he's got 11 goals. And that is, altogether this season, under 18, he's played 24 matches, 14 goals and 4 assists.
There you go, boys. We'll be formidable in League One. Between us and Wickham, so you can get back up into the Championship.
But yeah, okay. Right, chaps. Anyone got anything else they would like to talk about? Because otherwise,
no, it's all on a downer at the moment, isn't it? Really, you know, I mean, it's hard to drag yourself out of it and hope for better things. And you just want something to happen, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. You know. And
to me, it's all like an inevitable outcome, isn't it? Really, of everything that
I think it is.
Been doing over the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. No, I think I haven't felt as deflated after a match for a while as I was on Thursday. Because, as I said, okay, we weren't playing brilliantly, but we were 1-0 up, and then we just shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
And it's stupid things like that. I don't even think, I know you said, Kev, when they went down in the 70s that everyone was saying they're too good to go down. I don't think we are too good to go down. I don't think we're very good.
Yeah. Well, Man United went down about 4 seasons before that, after 74, I think it was, they went down. But they bounced straight back, and it's just Man United. You know what I mean? So it took the shine off of us going down because we think with Man United you can go down, something can go down. I just wish Arsenal would have went down as well. You know, but you can't have everything. You know. Still, we're playing Atletico in the Champions League on Tuesday night, so that could be fun.
Yeah.
Does that make? Can Romero play? Is his ban only in the Premier League?
Yes,
I think he can.
Yeah.
Romero, his ban's finished now today. After the last one, I think.
Yeah,
he's free to play anyway.
And Van der Ven's is only the Premier League, I guess, as well, so he can play.
Yeah.
But like with Sandy, you make an example of their bad attitude. You're going to have to play Dragusin and move Paulina out of position if you do want to make it.
Well, I think you've got to play VDV, Romero, and Danso, but he'll play a back three, won't he? And I think that'll be relatively solid. But I don't know, Atletico. They don't have many players I really know that well.
Gallagher.
They're a team.
No, they ain't got him anymore, have they?
Lookman and Sorluth, who was absolutely terrible at Crystal Palace, but is knocking them in now. And then that Cardoza guy, who apparently we semi-owned or something, and we never saw.
Is that the American guy, isn't it? Johnny Cardoza.
Yeah. But I wouldn't back us against any team in the Premiership at the moment, and definitely not in the Champions League. But maybe, as we saw under Frank, it seems to be it's a bit of a release for the players when they're playing in the cup.
Osman's holiday, isn't it?
And but also you look at some of the opposition we played. I mean, Frankfurt were possibly the worst team I've seen us play this season. They were absolutely awful, even worse than us. And Atletico, they're still third in the league, so
they're a good team on their day.
Yeah. What's predictions then? It's away, isn't it?
Yeah.
8
o'clock kickoff. Oh God.
I'll go to bed early for that one, probably.
Lucky to get a draw.
Yeah.
I take a draw 1-1 all day long.
Tricky how he goes about it, isn't it? Does he try and shore it up again? And everyone got criticised him for not being on the front foot. Like you say, he's got 3 good defenders there, only centre backs. So we're going to be fairly solid, probably with Archie Graham, Paulina in front of him. So that's a solid spine, isn't there? Of Richie or Solanke up top. So
these Madrid teams, this Madrid team, they're pretty clever at. We might bite and get a player sent off or something like that. You know what I mean?
Their strength is also like their team unit, aren't they? They just run, they run non-stop, and it's the kind of team we wouldn't like playing against, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless they're going to beat us to every first ball and every second ball. So
it's Simeone side, isn't it? So
so
what's your prediction for the score then, John?
I don't really ever make predictions, Jens. I'll just enjoy the game, turn up, enjoy the game. I think not worth second guessing. We don't know who's going to play, what attitude we're going to have. It is what it is.
Okay. I think we're going to lose 2 or 3-0.
Well, we got them again in 8 days after that on the 18th.
And then what do they do? The board, like, do you sack him ahead of Liverpool? Liverpool's a waste of time game, isn't it? Anyway, might as well write that one off.
Yeah.
Is it worth putting a new manager in for that, or wait until we lose to Liverpool and then put a new manager in?
And it was us laughing at Wolves the other weeks because they're on their 3rd manager this season. It's like,
I don't know what the answer is. If we don't know and we know our club inside out, I don't know what these fucking idiots at the top of the tree know.
Yeah.
All a bit sad.
Very, very sad, yeah. Big up, Rodney. Nice to see you, mate. Please hit the like. Unfortunately, you've come in just at the end. We're just about to close down, mate. But I hope everybody who got in the chat, there's only 2 of you, but the Sussex Hotspur and Rodney, have a wonderful Sunday. Kev, John, and Eugene, thank you very much for coming on. Always a pleasure, never a chore. And as always, Enoch out.
Cameron is birth.
Get rid of him.